morning on day 3 of the Continental Divide National Scenic Trail. Once again, we find ourselves in the lovely, sprawling views that the boot heel of New Mexico has to offer. Some say that it's probably the shittiest environment of all of the 3 Triple Crown trails, but you know what I have to say? You can dig a fucking cat hole real easy. This is dust.
We are. It's like 8 in the morning at this water cache, and come up with a plan. Who'd have guessed it? We're gonna go about 7 more miles and then sit under a tree for 5 hours.
Yeah, Shade Simulator says that it's about that far, so we'll just follow it. Stick to the plan.
Probably worth mentioning at this point that we haven't seen the other 2 in a day or 2, because I think Mason had some problems with his feet and had to get into Lordsburg and get some improvements or a new pair of shoes, something like that. We really don't have much service or anything, so we don't actually understand the full situation, but I guess the short of it for now is that Alex and I are hiking together, and we'll have to run back into them in a few days. For what it's worth, it's another warm morning. We got up a little bit later than we did before the last couple days, so we're just trying to get as far as we can before the heat really sets in. As you can see, here's Alex walking through generally open desert, just like it has been. The way Alex is holding his umbrella makes me want to get a hot dog and toss it in the middle of that thing. You probably could cook about 5 hot dogs in the center of that. Get the parabola right.
Parabolic oven?
Yeah, that's ultralight. That's real ultralight.
Now what, you think I got a cook kit in here? Come on.
Yeah, just toss a couple of them bean dogs on there.
That's right.
Got one of the more interesting water sources we've hit on trail so far. Alex is on the right side of this tank, resting in the shade, but it's actually been a lot of water in this section. This one's actually got a spigot. We'll still filter it, but you know, there's even more water in a tire and a little tank over there. We're all not a bad spot. Everybody, this is Glenn. We met him a few days ago, but he's been hiking around us back and forth. Alex and I have been sitting here by this water cache for a while, and Glenn came up and asked if we were married. We freaked out. Not really, but Alex was very quick to deny any allegations. And it took a minute before Alex then asked his follow-up question.
Oh, whoa, why is this being like portrayed?
No.
Like you didn't fucking misinterpret that immediately as well.
He was asking if we were just married separately to some woman somewhere. And it's fine, to be clear, it's fine if somebody swings the other way, but we don't. We had an awkward 5 minutes thinking he was asking if we were a couple. Very good times.
Belly laughing. It's also really funny that like Glenn didn't know what we were laughing about right away, but he started laughing because laughter is like contagious. And you gotta wonder like what was going through his head at the moment. Like, wow, these guys.
He did say for what it's worth, he said, I thought it was kind of weird. Plenty of people your age are married.
Yeah.
He thought maybe it was so weird to us that somebody our age would get married in general that we were laughing. Not that he thought we were married to each other.
Just to be clear, we're not anti-marriage. Because like that was like the implication. Like the only other logical thing for why it might be funny is like if we just found the whole concept ridiculous. You know, like marriage. Like no.
Reason to stop. I've got my first blister of the trail, and I'm trying to make like a toe condom to go around my toe because it's only on the end of the toe. This is half Alex's idea. He's basically a fucking engineer, but the idea would be that we can make something It would keep the tip of my toe from rubbing on my shoe, and then I can walk another 20 miles today. And here it is, the toe condom or cannon. Whatever you feel like. See how it goes. Our friend Glenn now has a trail name. He's been carrying around his camp chair forever, and it's one of those things that's kind of contentious in the hiking community, especially a through hiking community, because it just seems like a large item to bring for something like this. But he's used it every single time we've stopped, and it looks good. He also was quick to point out that there were 2 folding chairs underneath the last water cache, so we all got to sit together and kind of made the moment official. I think it's also probably a good time to mention that both Alex and I have had previous trail names, and we wanted to get new ones, but have kind of given up on that because it just kind of seems wrong. So his old trail name is Clover, mine's Fresh Prince, and that's what we've been introducing ourselves to people. So that's what we're just going to stick with. We're looking forward towards Silver City at this point, I think. So I guess the plan right now is that the 3 of us, Clover, myself, and the chairman, we're going to camp together tonight after pushing a little bit, and then get up really early in the morning and try to get to Lordsburg because the Econo Lodge just sounds so alluring. Also going to follow up and say it seems like the toe condom is working. My foot seems to be holding up. A new medical issue may have arisen now, because it seems like Clover has been bitching about his balls chafing more than average the last hour. He hasn't said it hasn't explicitly been a problem, but I'm gleaning that it probably is. Are you truly considering the mayonnaise technique? And for anybody that doesn't know what we're talking about, Clover here claims that people rub mayonnaise on their balls to keep them from chafing.
Well, balls, chafe points, whatever you want to call it. I have heard this. It's on the internet, on Backpacking Light, which is, an arbiter of truth. But for the record, no, I'm not considering doing that. I'm just going to be uncomfortable.
The fact that we can see Lordsburg from here, and the fact that it's 25 trail miles away, kind of demands respect for the landscape of New Mexico, because we're basically going to have to walk across this open basin for the entirety of tomorrow. If you really look close, you can see semi-trucks driving on the highway way out in the distance. And to the left, right off beyond that hill, is the city. Alex just got through the fence. We're going to get the last water of the day. I think this is covered. Chairman over there getting his water. Really interesting moon set today. And this is camp. Really. Pick anywhere. No, I want the wind because it's so fucking hot. So we've chosen, this is where we're camped.
They said not to camp by water because it's, and I can't even see Glenn's face, so he's at least, I think that means 200 yards off.
Yeah, he's over there by the moon.
Yeah.
Good spot, honestly. The moon's out. Got myself a cowboy camping set up. Got Clover over there in his tent, and the chairman over there near the sunset. Alex just got through the fence. We're gonna get the last water of the day. I think this is covered.
It's about 5:15 on morning 4. I really gotta say, waking up in the middle of the night out here in the middle of this field is surreal. It feels like we've been camping on the moon or something. The chairman left sometime recently, we don't know, but we'll catch him later.
as you said, the CDT is not about the CDT. Because, as we've learned for the last few hours of walking last night and this morning, there is no CDT. It's really just about getting to Canada.
Yep.
It's not about the journey.
The path of least resistance is the one for me.
It's really actually been a kind of a gorgeous morning walk. We've got this sunrise on this side, and then the full moon setting on the other, which, like, we're sandwiched between the two of them. Good spirits. 20 miles or so to Lordsburg. We're having a complete and utter boomerang of opinions on the Budilla. The weather's a little bit cooler and it's nice and early, and this is gorgeous, honestly. I think it helps that I slept a lot better last night. The first 2 nights I didn't sleep very well, but yeah, last night I slept much better. Alex/Clover over there slept like shit, but that doesn't matter to me. On the road again!
I just can't wait to get on the road again!
No!
Woo!
The land of trees.
Yeah. 5 days out.
We made it to about a little over or a little under 4 miles out from town before we just kind of collapsed.
Just for now.
I mean, we've gone 20 straight miles basically without stopping other than for water.
And what time is it?
It's 1:30, something like that. So we've been walking virtually nonstop since about 5:30 in the morning.
One more break, and then McDonald's.
Yeah, there hasn't been shade really anywhere either, but this is the best we've got in this creek bed. We're pretty close. Getting pretty close.
So, here's a pro tip. A lot of people are carrying way too much food in the beginning of a trail, plus it's the desert, so they don't really eat all that much. So what I like to do is carry about a day or two worth of food, like in here, right? And then I just supplement with tobacco. It's an appetite suppressant. You're welcome. Now you can drop like 10 pounds.
Yeah, but what happens when you fill half of your cigarettes with weed? Doesn't that counteract it?
You can, well, I mean, if you're weak. Also, forgot to mention earlier that both me and Fresh Prince here, who I'm hiking with, we're going for a triple crown. So we both met on the AT in 2013, hiked, around each other and with each other for brief periods of time. Then he did the PCT in 2017, which was like, the year of fire and ice and whatnot. And he had a really late start, like late May start. And in 2018, I hit him up because I was like, fuck, kind of thinking about doing the trail, but it's already May. So I hit him up, he gave me some pointers, and I was able to, I think I started May 25th in 2018 on the PCT going north and ended September 28th. And yeah, now we're out here going for our triple crown together in 2025. So. Afternoon 4 of the Continental Divide National Scenic Trail. Before you, in that valley below, you see the small and quaint village of Lordsburg, New Mexico. Fun fact, a little history tidbit, the New Mexico state anthem, whatever the hell that's called, was written by the daughter of the then governor who resided right here in this town.
There's something of a Schrodinger's cat situation that I've come across many times on trails. On that hillside appears to be something that looks like a cooler, which could mean trail magic. But more often than not, in my experience, they're just empty or full of cans or something like that, which is worse than not having a cooler at all. All right, let's see. If there's like one Coke in here, fight to the death.
You're not supposed to get into strangers' vans, but out here, you get into every van. Uh-oh. Oh,
Awesome.
worse than
Exactly.
empty.
Yes. Exactly what we wanted.
That's a water source, though, technically.
God, this is. Yeah. See, this is exactly what I was talking about. Fuck.
All right.
You know, we called that Schrodinger's cooler a minute ago, and I didn't expect when we opened it, it would actually look like I had a dead cat inside it.
Like Western civilization.
Yeah, probably in like 30 minutes.
You and I can be
There's this
completely
one guy I'm
opposite
waiting to do
spectrums
some-
on a lot of beliefs,